Hello children, we are here with the chapter planning and with a new topic, that is importance of planning. Children, can you tell me what is this? Yes, this is a plan of a house which has to be constructed. So, why do we prepare a plan before its construction? That's because preparing a plan in advance, we will come to know how the work is to be done. It gives you an idea about how to start, when to start, and what all are the things which we have to prepare before going for actual work. So there comes the importance of planning. Okay, by looking into this sketch, the people concerned or people on work will get an idea how to start working or what are the things we have to do. So here comes the importance of planning. In today's class, we will discuss the importance of planning. There are 6 points of importance of planning. The first one is planning provides direction. Second one is planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. Planning facilitates decision making. Planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. Planning promotes innovative ideas. Planning establishes standards for controlling. The first point is planning provides directions. Planning ensures that objectives or goals are stated clearly so that they can act as a guideline for decisions, deciding what action should be taken and in which direction. So, objective is one type of planning. So, when we clearly state what is the objective, we are actually deciding what action should be taken. Okay, it is like a guide for doing an action. Since goals are defined, as we prepare a goal well in advance, employees knows what are they supposed to do. Even the organization know what are their goals and what they are supposed to do to achieve that goal. Hence, the department and the individuals in the organization, they are able to work in a coordinated way. The second point of planning is planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. Planning is an activity which enables a manager to look ahead and anticipate the changes which will take place in the business environment. So, it is only through planning that they are able to look into the future. By deciding in advance the task to be performed, planning shows the way to deal with the changes and uncertain events. So, in the present scenario, you can see that in the outbreak of coronavirus, our central government, state government and health department, they were preparing the plan far before when the other country were facing the same problem. So, we were actually planning what we will do when we have to face such a situations. So, plans were prepared in advance. Our health department was already set to tackle the problems. So, by deciding in advance the task to be performed, planning shows the way to deal with the changes and uncertain events. Same is the case with the organization also. Thus, planning helps to reduce the risk of uncertainty by anticipating changes and developing managerial response to them. So, we can reduce the risk, okay, by anticipating what all changes will take place. Though we can anticipate through planning, but we cannot eliminate the chances of uncertainty. Okay, so it cannot prevent the problem. See children, planning cannot prevent a problem, but it can predict them and prepare contingency plans to deal with them. So through planning, we cannot say that we will not face the situation of COVID-19 in our country. We cannot prevent that problem, but we can predict them and prepare some plan, contingent plan to deal with them. Okay, so we cannot prevent the problem. That is the thing which you have to remember here. The third point is planning facilities decision making. Planning helps the manager to look into the future and make choice from amongst various alternative course of action. So one of the feature also we saw in last class that planning is a decision making, because when does this decision problem arises? When there is many choices and we have to select one choice which is a good or best for our organization. So that decision making is a very crucial one. Okay, so the manager has to evaluate the positive and the negative aspect of each alternative and select the most feasible and profitable plan with least negative consequences. So even when we select anything, for example a book, dress, or any electronic gadget, we used to compare the positive of that product as well as the negative of the product, and after comparing the positive and negative of each of the product, that is alternative products, we come to a decision and select the one which is most feasible and most profitable and which have less negative consequences. So it's the same way the manager also have to select the best course which have less negative consequences. The fourth point is planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. So planning here serves as the basis of controlling the activity and efforts of different divisions, departments and individuals. It is through planning only that we coordinate the activity of each department. Okay, why we are coordinating the activities? So that we can avoid confusion and misunderstanding among them. So because each departments know what all activity are they supposed to do and what are the work they have to do, so there will be no confusion among these departments, no misunderstanding. So because there is no confusion, no misunderstanding, so there will be no wastage or no overlapping of activities, because each department, each division, they know what are they supposed to do. And how they come to know about that activities? It is the plan which we have prepared in advance. Next, fifth point is planning promotes innovative ideas. So it is through planning that new ideas arises. Okay, we know that there are 5 functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So whenever a new idea arises, it is a way to a concrete plan. So new idea brings up a new plan. It is the most challenging activity for the management. Planning is a very complicated and challenging activity. Why so? As it guides all future actions leading to the growth and prosperity of the business. So if your plan, if everything is according to the plan, it is going in a best way, so it will bring growth and prosperity of the business. And if it is, the plan is not a good one, then what will happen to the organization? Just imagine. So it's all, planning is a guide for all future action, we can say. Planning establishes standard for controlling is the 6th point. Children, planning provides the goal or standards against which actual performance is measured. So children, if I am preparing a question paper for you, suppose. So I will be planning the marks. What is the marks? For what marks I have to prepare that question paper. Okay. So that is the standard set for that question paper. Now after the test paper, after you have written your test paper, attend your test paper, you will be evaluated. That is how much mark you have scored. That is what is your actual performance, that will be measured. Then a comparison will be made. That is, from the set standard, if your paper is of 80 marks and suppose you have scored 75 marks, then what is the deviation found in that? 5 marks. So it will be identified where the deviation is happened, what where actual mistake have taken place, and the corrective actions will be brought. Okay, so that 5 marks or wherever the mistakes have occurred, that should not occur again. Okay, right? Thus planning is a prerequisite for controlling. So this way we can control the actions, we can monitor and control the actions. Okay, so we can say that planning is a prerequisite for controlling. So here we come to an end of that topic, that is importance of planning. So just review the points which we have covered in today's topic. First one is planning provides direction. Second, planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. Planning facilitates decision making. Planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. Planning promotes innovative ideas. Planning establishes standard for controlling. So these are the 6 points of importance of planning. Children, failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you don't plan, what will happen? What is the result? It is planning to fail. This, each one of us should remember this. Okay, so I am going to wind up today's class, and I will like to remind you, please copy the notes whatever I am providing you in your notebook, and very thoroughly read your textbook. Identify the important points and underline it. Read it again and again. A test paper is also attached along with the this session. So do attend the test paper. So meet you in the next class. So till then, goodbye.